In California, during the summer of 1975, within the span of 17 days and less than 90 miles, 2 women did something no other woman had done before: tried to assassinate the President of the United States. One was the protege of Charles Manson.
26-year-old Lynette Fromm, nicknamed Squeaky.
The other, a middle-aged housewife working undercover for the FBI.
Identified by police as Sarah Jean Moore, in her 40s.
The story of one strange and violent summer. This season on the new podcast, Rip Current.
Listen to Rip Current on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Kay hasn't heard from her sister in 7 years.
I have a proposal for you. Come up here and document my project. All you need to do is record everything like you always do.
What was that?
That was live audio of a woman's nightmare.
Can Kay trust her sister, or is history repeating itself?
There's nothing dangerous about what you're doing.
They're just dreams.
Dream Sequence is a new horror thriller from Blumhouse Television, iHeartRadio, and Realm. Listen to Dream Sequence on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What happens when a professional football player's career ends and the applause fades and the screaming fans move on?
I am going to share my journey of how I went from Christianity to now a Hebrew Israelite.
For some former NFL players, a new faith provides answers.
You mix homesteading with guns and church, voila, you got Straightway.
He tried to save everybody.
Listen to Spiraled on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I am Lacey Lamar.
And I'm also Lacey Lamar. Just kidding, I'm Amber Ruffin.
What?
Okay, everybody, we have exciting news to share. We're back with season 2 of the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network.
This season, we make new friends, deep dive into my steamy DMs, answer your listener questions, and more.
The more is punch each other. Listen to the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen, okay?
Or Lacey gets it.
Do it.
This is Michael Rappaport, and I have been professionally podcasting for 10 years. The podcast game has changed so much, and if you're looking for the most disruptive podcast in the world, then subscribe to the I Am Rappaport Stereo Podcast today. We're talking sports, politics, pop culture, entertainment, and anything that catches my attention. Listen to the I Am Rappaport Stereo Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A victory light.
Yo, listen, man. I don't know if y'all know this. We talk about, this a lot on the show. There's an ever-expanding list of things that make you gay. And today, a bombshell was dropped on me on my way in when I discovered that Abraham Lincoln, the nigga on the penny, he freed the slaves, was gay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah, nigga. Ooh. You need a. Yeah, that one, bro. Yeah. Because there was an article.
Look, here come the cops right now. Here come the cops. Here come that. They're like, he knows too much. We gotta get him. They're like, wait, fucking
Now, where the fuck did you find that information?
Yo, listen, man, I'll be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Victor gave me this information. I ain't taking the L for this one.
People Magazine is responsible for this. and a filmmaker named Sean Peterson is responsible for this. And this nigga está metido that his film features interviews with more than a dozen scholars and historians and offers letters and never-before-seen photos while laying out the thesis that Lincoln was probably gay and to cover bases, or at least bisexual.
Yo, time out. Going that hard to be like the guy on the penny is gay is a wild undertaking.
I also love how the blame kept moving. Like it was like, I found this out. Victor told me. Victor's like, it was People Magazine. And it just keeps getting. It just keeps going. Like how much further up the ladder are we gonna go? Like
actually, where people don't realize I am as a member of the Kennedy family, I'm privy to information such as Abraham Lincoln was a power bottom.
Yeah. And it's like, how do you? And it's like RFK. How do you know that?
I talked to his bones last night.
Like what? Bro? Get this insane person out of here, bro. Fuck.
So the thesis of it, what he's saying basically is that Abraham Lincoln lived with a man for a really long time, and then once that man moved out, he became so depressed and super suicidal. They found like some letters that he was writing. Dude was fucked, but he was so fucked up by that dude moving out. Que él quería matarse. Like, there was a poem that he wrote. Damn, I wish I could fucking find that.
Suicidal. Nigga started singing the Sean Kiss and
He
shit.
said, yo, there is no light without this man in my life.
What?
Yeah. But you know what? Good for him.
Yeah.
Good
Have you
for
ever
him.
felt that way about a man, Liz?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, damn.
Bro, I was very sincere.
It was my father. It was my
fuck
father.
y'all.
It was my father, nigga. That's what I felt like that. Rest in peace, Pops.
Rest in peace, Pops. You know what I'm saying? Word. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck was that?
That was a little Cuddy Ranks in memory. You know what I'm saying?
That's what that was. Yeah, you're right. Pops did love that song.
You know what I'm saying? I fucked it up. You know, my vocals ain't there. We
No,
got
but
a vocalist in the building.
apparently that's what really drove it. And you know what? That's fine. I think that it's okay for you to die gay.
We die gay,
bro. But everything is gay anyway.
Okay, ipso facto is being free gay. Because he did that.
Do you see?
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. We should have stayed subjugated, bro, so we could stay masculine.
Yeah, bro.
Open your third eye, dog. Yo, that's crazy.
Is that what you got from that, bro?
Was being gay a thing back then? Like, because you know how, like, you don't have the terminology to, like, address. So, like, in the 1800s or in the before times, like, they just, like, did that shit, but they didn't call it.
Yeah.
They had a dumbass name for that shit. He was like, he's a hornswoggler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a reference for that.
It's like,
niggas had gay in the 1880s.
The shit wasn't called gay.
Yeah.
Like,
now you know what it was
happy back then.
Now you know what it was called?
Yeah.
It was called Ten cuidado con ese tigre.
Come on, bro.
The Pilgrims invented that term.
They have bananas though. They have bananas though, so the signs weren't there.
You feel me?
No.
It was impossible to know how quick that man ate a banana.
No, nah.
They had
just
the
like,
crazy
bro,
terms. They were
he
like,
shook that corn and one, like, he just, like they're doing the cartoons thing where they put the whole corn cob in their mouth and just, the cob comes out with no corn kernels
I was
on
like,
it.
hey, watch out for that. I heard that sucker's a swashbuckler, if you know what I'm saying.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
You're right. Gay is good as you, right? Which was popularized in what, the 80s?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Also, gay was like happy back then. It was like happy and gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to West Side Story.
Yeah. Yo.
But you know what's crazy? All you really had to do back in the day was go to a funeral. And that's how you really knew who was having a good time while they was alive.
Yeah.
You see somebody crying way too hard in the front row?
Yeah.
Theo, who the fuck is that?
Yeah. Who the fuck?
We all got those. Well, I got an uncle who was in the closet for like 12 years, but we was in that bitch with him. We knew he was gay. We was just literally waiting for him to come out.
Yo, what is it about, like older school Latino gay people where it's just like, bro, you're clearly gay.
Yeah.
Like, you are a gay man. Like, there was a friend of our family and shit, and like, same thing. We was in a closet with that nigga, bro. This shit was a walk-in closet.
Yeah.
Because we only here with you. He would come to parties and be like, oh my God, papi, yo, vamos a bailar un chin de salsa. And then he would pull me out and be like, dancing and shit. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then, but he would just dance with everybody, and he was just like, man, like, you know, like very spicy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like, yo, are you like? But that don't necessarily mean you're gay. You could be effeminate, you know what I'm saying, and still be like, yo, I love pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with him, it was just like, it was the guy, right? Like, just to see, yo, the Stedman nigga.
The roommate.
Like this guy that you always with. It's just like, yo, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Like, Livy, we all love you, bro. Just like, yo, kiss this nigga, B.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's what I mean by it's okay to die gay, bro. Like, whatever your fucking...
that's the illest Playboy Cardi album ever, bro.
Yeah, die gay.
Die gay.
Yeah.
Like, whatever your fucking sexual orientation is between you and whoever you fucking. So it's like...
I be saying this shit all the time. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. How about that? How about if we all just did that? How about if we all just did not give a fuck?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
At Meryl's funeral, you're just gonna see a big brolic Puerto Rican man in the front row with a lip ring and a green mohawk, and we gonna be like,
oh my God!
And we gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck? Yeah. It's like Lil Kim crying at Biggie's funeral. Like, yo,
don't do my girl like that. Don't do her like that.
Like, we know what's going on.
Yeah. Nah, and then we put two and two together, and me and Liz at your funeral like, my God, they were sucking each other off.
Oh my God. Yo. Speaking of shit that we don't care about anymore, Kendrick Lamar has
you better fix that one, bitch. It's a good day to be a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Let me walk it back. I actually I skipped the item. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back. As I said before, you know what I mean? In all the history books that you read in 3rd grade, they tell you that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? United the country and made the United States united. And then we had an anthem to celebrate that unity. And then black people was like, yo, but how come the 3rd verse is about slaves?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it was like, yo, you know what? Fuck y'all. We gonna make our own national anthem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's called the Black National Anthem. God damn it, lift every voice and sing, bitch. And then NFL season is starting. And they were like, yo, you know what? You know what's crazy? This is NFL. You know what I'm saying? And when you look out on the field, 99.9% of everybody on the field is black. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're holding a clipboard on the sideline and being like, yeah, go ahead, Negro.
Or going, God damn it.
God damn it.
I don't want to see these plays in 2024.
How dare you? Why can't I thought you guys jump high? You know? So they played the Black National. They had the audacity to play the Black National Anthem.
With Taylor Swift present.
You know what I'm saying? That part, you know what I'm saying? Wow, what an affront. And it was Kansas City versus Baltimore, which is like black versus like black on like I was gonna say black on black crime. That's crazy. It's like the fucking the blackest football game you can have. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yo, you know what? Let's honor our ancestors and play the Black National Anthem, and then y'all can have your little regular whatever. But as is customary, racists got mad. You know what I'm saying? They got upset, and they all up in arms. But you know what? You know who doesn't give a fuck? Me.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Vince Staples for this timeless tweet. National anthem don't even slap.
Exactly.
It don't even slap, bro.
That shit was a poem, low key.
It was, bro. It's whack. Bro, you know what's crazy? I suffered through so much spoken word poetry in order to get pussy.
Oh my fucking God,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? I suffered, dog. So I was like, I don't want to hear poetry before a game.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here. I want to get fucked up. I'm already on edibles, dog. I'm waiting for them to start serving alcohol so I can get super fucked up. Like, play Future. They can play 56 Nights.
Yeah.
Make that the national anthem, please. You know what I'm saying?
Because that shit is mid.com, bro.
Mid. Crazy. You know what's crazy? It's not even mid, it's haraka. Because at least mid, you smoke mid and you be like, yo, I'm high for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Also,
that national anthem does not hit.
The only time we care about that shit is when somebody fucks it up.
Right.
Like when somebody sings it badly.
Yo.
That's the only time we ever give a fuck.
That's it.
Yeah. That's how you know that shit is not a banger at all.
Or if Whitney Houston's singing it. That's the only time.
Yo, Whitney's different though. Whitney could read my gas station receipt. You know what I'm saying? And this shit would sound fire.
Whitney could do like Icelandic fucking cave chanting. And
you know what I'm saying?
Down,
and
bro.
I'd be like, oh yeah, this shit go crazy.
Yo, the vocals is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. Racists literally create shit with AI to be mad about.
Oh,
so
man.
it's like, I stopped taking them serious.
Yeah.
I stopped. Once they started banning books, I said, all right, you bitches.
Yeah.
You bitches is different, bro.
They're like toddlers, bro. I treat them like toddlers. Like sometimes it's like, yo, I gotta listen to you because you peed on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I gotta handle this. But a lot of the time you just saying dumb shit. Daddy, 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 daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy, daddy. What? I like milk. Okay, nigga, what the fuck? I'm on a Zoom with 30 executives. What the fuck? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I know you do, bitch. You drink more than a fucking cow. Like, there's 30 gallons in the fridge downstairs.
Yeah, my kids have started that thing where they go, daddy, look, daddy, look, daddy, are you looking? Look. And then they'll just do like.
Yeah, I'm like, you motherfucker.
And they just jump in place one time.
Dog, and you gotta be.
And I gotta be like, whoa. No, I gotta be like that meme. Oh my God. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
My God.
Because I don't want them to grow up and cut themselves and listen to Papa Roach. So I gotta do that. Those are the sacrifices you make as a father.
As a father, absolutely, dog. So that when you open that door, you don't see them in the bathtub talking about, this is my last resort.
Yeah. So
y'all didn't go through that phase in your life? Y'all never went through an emo phase?
I did. That's why I like that.
So you know that eventually they'll need that. They literally need that to become a good person.
That's why I have a Stained album on CD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I kept in mint condition.
Yeah.
So that they could just throw it on and be like, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
You know what I'm saying?
Since I haven't you gotta hold your chin together when you do that shit. Like,
I literally can't fucking believe y'all. I can't believe that I did ass come to the city twice a week.
I spend money on gas and tolls to come to this motherfucker.
Yeah. It's my favorite time of the fucking week.
Yeah, man.
But I don't like spending too much time on topics like that just because that's one of their main tricks, bro. Literally, their main trick is to keep us fighting about shit that everybody already knows.
Yeah.
And things that we visually can see. Like, they'll have us arguing over that while actual things are happening. Like Tyreek Hill getting pulled over and kicked.
Yo.
Like actual racist things, they want you to just focus on the little things. Like, nah, focus on them singing the Black national anthem first and why white people are mad about it.
Yeah.
Instead of you realizing what the fuck is actually still happening to this day.
Yeah. Well, and it's crazy because the Tyreek Hill situation is bugged out because he gets yanked, he gets beat the fuck up, he gets thrown around, boo, 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 whatever. Then after, he's like, yo, I got mad respect for the cops. I actually want to be a cop one day. That's why I'm like, all right, bro, you got hit in the head a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got hit in the head a lot, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the fastest people in the NFL. So if you're one of the fastest people in the NFL and then you run into something while being top speed, you know what I'm saying? That's what cause you to say some shit like, I got a lot of respect for the cops after they boot print is up your asshole. You know what I'm saying? But then he also said, very wisely, you know what I'm saying? Because even a broken clock is right twice a day. He said, but what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Or what if I was just regular Tyreek Hill, not Tyreek Hill from the Jaguars?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
it would have been a different story.
For the Dolphins, matter of fact.
Arrested Development voice. He plays for the Dolphins.
He's the Dolphins. But they were playing the Jaguars in Jacksonville, which is not a real place. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there unless you like to make drugs in your bathtub. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? From that, you know what I mean? We talk about like police all the time and shit. Eric Adams is your mortal nemesis, our mortal nemesis.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of a single person that,
you know what I'm saying?
That likes that man.
And that enjoys that man. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But this just goes back to all that police brutality bullshit. What if he wasn't Tyreek Hill? What if he was Tyrese Hill? You know what I'm saying? And now we writing hashtags and doing all the other crazy shit. Which is why we're going to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Because this next topic is about to get deep. You know what I'm saying? Deeper than the pussy of a bitch 6 feet.
Hey, yo.
We'll be right back.
I like that.
A victory light.
This summer, a lone gunman on a rooftop reminded us that American presidents have long been the targets of assassins. Nearly 50 years ago, President Gerald Ford faced 2 attempts on his life in less than 3 weeks.
A woman fired a shot at President Ford.
President Gerald R. Ford came stunningly close to being the victim.
A woman dressed in a long red skirt pointed a .45 caliber pistol at the president.
These are the only 2 times we know of that a woman has tried to assassinate a U.S. president. And the 2 assassins had never met. One was a protege of infamous cult leader Charles Manson.
She is 26-year-old Lynette Alice Fromm, nicknamed Squeaky.
I always felt like Lynette was kind of his right-hand woman.
The other, a middle-aged housewife working undercover for the FBI in the violent revolutionary underground.
Identified by police as Sarah Jean Moore.
Sarah Jane could enter into these areas that other people couldn't. A spy, basically.
The story of one strange and violent summer. This season on Rip Current.
Listen to Rip Current on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Hello, everyone. I am Lacey Lamar.
And I'm Amber Ruffin, a better Lacey Lamar. Boo. Okay, everybody, we have exciting news to share. We're back with season 2 of the Amber and Lacey and Amber show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network. You thought you had fun last season? Well, you were right. And you should tune in today for new fun segments like Sister Court and listening to Lacey's steamy DMs.
We've got new and exciting guests like Michael Beach, that's my husband, Daphne Springs, Daniel Thrasher, Peppermint, Morgan J, and more. You gotta watch us.
No, you mean you have to listen to us. I mean, you can still watch us, but you gotta listen. Like, if you're watching us, you have to tell us. Like, if you're out the window, you have to say, hey, I'm watching you outside of the window. Just you know what? Listen to the Amber and Lacey and Amber show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
MTV's official challenge podcast is back for another season.
That's right. The challenge is about to embark on its monumental 40th season, y'all, and we are coming along for the ride.
Woohoo! That would be me, Devin Simone.
And then there's me, Davon Rogers.
And we're here to take you behind the scenes of, drumroll please, the Challenge 40, Battle of the Eras.
Yes. Each week, cast members will be joining us to spill all of the tea on the relentless challenges, heartbreaking eliminations, and of course, all the juicy drama.
And let's not forget about the hookups. Anyway, regardless of what era you're rooting for at home, everyone is welcome here on MTV's official Challenge podcast.
So join us every week as we break down episodes of the Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras.
Listen to MTV's official Challenge podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fantasy football fans, the NFL season is here, and now is the time to get ready to dominate your leagues. The best way to crush your opponents this season is to listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. Come hang out with me, Marcus Grant, and my pal Michael F. Florio as we give you all the info you need to absolutely steamroll your fantasy league and bring home a championship.
You don't need to spend hours each day breaking down every stat and every stitch of game tape to set a winning lineup. That's our job. We'll provide all the insights you need to set the best lineups each week. All you need to do is listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast when it drops 5 times a week.
If you're looking for a smart, fun, and entertaining path to dominating your fantasy leagues, then look no further than the show straight from the source at NFL Media. Do it before it's too late. Subscribe now and listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Lapkus, voice of Teresa and host of Haunting. In this series, we'll be bringing you different totally true ghost stories each week, straight from the person who experienced it firsthand. I'm excited to share that you can now get access to all new episodes of Haunting 100% ad-free and 1 week early with an iHeart True Crime Plus subscription, available exclusively on Apple Podcasts. So don't wait. Head to Apple Podcasts, search for iHeart True Crime Plus, and subscribe today.
A victory light.
You're gonna do a special edition, Victory Light ASMR, where the spell curse you out in Spanish.
Mamañema. Yo, bro. Speaking of mamañemas, the NFL people have booked Kendrick Lamar to do the Super Bowl halftime show, which is like, you know, a big American cultural moment. A lot of people are mad. There's a lot of things to unpack here, like the imagery of the announcement, the huge American flag, the comments that he made in the ad, where he was just like really kind of like
he said there's no round 2.
There's no round 2.
You can only win a championship one time.
Drake's last tour. The theme of it was like championship, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Also, first person shooter with J. Cole. As big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. Drake has never done the Super Bowl. Huge American flag. There's a lot of shit going on. Also, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans. So everybody was like, oh, duh, Lil Wayne is going to do this. And he's going to bring out Juvenile. And they're going to do Back That Ass Up. And Manny Fresh is going to come out looking like an old lesbian. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And then they were like, psych, you get Cowboy Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Kung Fu Kenny. I'm sorry.
Well, let's first First of all,
which I don't hate. I'm not mad.
Yeah, we gotta just focus on that. First of all, fucking Kendrick Lamar is gonna be at the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
And I don't like that people making this like a small hip hop beef. Oh, this is because of Drake moment. Nah, bro. Kendrick Lamar fucking deserves this shit.
Yeah,
he deserves it. And I'm a rat, so I love Lil Wayne to the death of me, bro. To the death of me, I fucking love Lil Wayne. But I'll say this. We've never done Super Bowls according to the cities of where we're in, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like a new thing where people are now saying, if you go into, let's say, LA, I believe the last one where they had like Dr. Dre and Snoop and all those people come out, that was LA. So I'm assuming people kept that theme of like, all right, so now we're going to New Orleans. The biggest artist from there is Lil Wayne. We need Lil Wayne. Yeah. I would have loved to see that, and I would love to see it in the future, but I think a lot of people are also just using that Lil Wayne as a scapegoat because they hate Kendrick.
Oh!
So there are some Drake fans on some like, nobody want to see that shit. Like, Lil Wayne deserves it, and he does. But I also think a lot of people are going behind that because we got to remember, Kendrick Lamar, to me, is the best male rap performer we have in the last 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that he is the most, you could tell when he get on that stage, there is a story, bro. There's a story being told. There's a theme. Yeah. He's and Offset too. Offset's number 2.
Yeah.
Offset is a great performer as well.
This would be Kendrick's second time there.
Right.
Because he was there. He was there in LA with Dre. Yeah. So first time that artist appears twice in the same decade. By the way,
oh shit!
This is historic shit. Like, I'm tired of motherfuckers playing with Kenny, bro.
Yeah, they be playing on his top, bro.
Like, if I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about nothing, Kenny, I'm fucking beating their ass.
Wait, but is that true?
Y'all know he got caught with a ratchet shooting at the police and shit. Motherfuckers in the barber shop talking about Kenny ain't about this, Kenny ain't about that. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, so that's true. All of that is true, right? But the 41-year-old jaded industry guy is like, you niggas, I am going to, you know how they do those fake setup things where it's like, my team lost, I'm going to smash my TV.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts scored a touchdown. Fuck Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to really do that.
Yeah, like your tweet last night.
I'm gonna really.
It's Giants football. I don't want to be alive.
I just want to die today. Get Daniel Jones out of my life.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going to fucking annihilate a wall in my house.
Yo.
If motherfucking some corporate entity uses they not like us. If like McDonald's has a commercial and they're dissing Burger King and they're like, they not like us. They not like us. And it's like Ronald McDonald crip walking. McDonald's on time. Like, y'all gonna lose it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I ain't getting that check.
Yeah.
Because I would do it. But like,
at the same time,
like I said, hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck, nigga. What the fuck? I got, like I always say, my refrain is I got 4 kids and 2 mortgages, bro. There's not a lot of shit that I won't do. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta come correct. And I swear to God, if I see the fucking general hopping out of a fucking car and like kicking Flo in the chest from Progressive and being like, she not like us, and because you know that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do it. He's gonna do they not like us like 4 times.
No, he's not, bro. I'm telling you, this is the thing. A lot of people, since this just happened and Not Like Us was such a fucking huge record, people are forgetting who Mr. fucking Lamar is. Like, people are fresh off this beef and they're only putting him with this thing, but especially because Drake was such a huge artist. Some people can't see Kendrick Lamar without that. And it's like, bro, the reason he won the beef is because he's Kendrick fucking Lamar.
Right.
Get acquainted, bro. There's a whole catalog of shit that your brain probably can't even fucking process. But because you only heard, not you specifically, obviously, but because these people have only heard Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, and all the other diss tracks, they just like, oh, so he's gonna get on stage and just perform these songs? What? We're like, no, the motherfucker got hits, bro. He got mad music.
He do have mad music. You know what it is though? It's mad positive.
No, it's not.
I want to hear him do these walls.
What do you mean it's positive?
I want him to bring out J. Cole and do Grippy.
Nah, I want him.
That would be fun.
I want him to do that Alchemist shit where it's just him arguing with Shorty.
Oh my God!
I just want him to scare the shit out of 50 million viewers.
But this is what I'm saying.
You know?
Like the Super Bowl, the NFL, the players are all black. The consumers are so overwhelmingly white. If he comes out and he goes, and it's just like, all my life I've had to fight, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine white people talking about we gonna be all right.
All right, well, let me tell you this. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what white people want? He's not getting on that stage
They
to
gonna boo that
satisfy
nigga,
them.
bro.
Who gives one fuck,
I'll be
bro?
mad. They ruin his moment.
First of all, why would we ever play our performances or whatever we're gonna do centered about how white people are gonna feel? Sorry, don't give a fuck. Didn't do it before, didn't do it now. So Kendrick Lamar is gonna go up there. He's gonna do what he's done, and that's represent himself, his culture, his family, his neighborhood. And that's what we're going to be able to see on screen as a fucking, in the world. Everybody's going to be able to see it. But he's not performing for 60-year-old fucking Dick Jean and his 4 grandkids. He's not doing that.
There in New Orleans, it is Dick Jean.
That's Gambit's real name?
Yeah.
Dick Jean.
So what is this?
Channing Tatum is Gambit.
Kendrick gonna go on that stage and be like, "Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself." Yeah. So what is this? So like, the reason I suggested to Hassan that this section kind of focus on this mainly is because, like you were saying when you intro the topic, there's a lot to unpack here. Like what
imagery,
like the imagery and shit, like the use of the American flag and like how a lot of people are at odds about that specific imagery. Like Liz, you were saying about like how the flag is ugly as shit.
Yeah, it is. It's just it's not cute to look at.
It's not aesthetically
shit
pleasing.
whack. It got bad vibes.
Yeah.
It's just it remind me of like the bad blanket at your grandmother's house that make you itchy. That's every time I see it, I'm just like, ay viejo,
pica culo.
Yeah, and I felt the same way about the Cowboy Carter when Beyonce dropped the album cover. I'm like, come on, sis, like that shit. It just looked terrible.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it looked like AI.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It did, yeah,
That's the nigga when it was like Beyonce naked, cowboy boot, horse, American flag.
Yeah,
and then that shit just pop. Oh, sparkly.
Yeah.
But Rainey actually made a really, really great point.
Oh yeah, I think that like us, like right, there's diaspora black and then there's American black, and if you're black from somewhere else, like if you're black and Colombian, you have Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
If you're black and Dominican, you have DR. If you're black and African, you have Nigeria, Ghana, like wherever, Sudan, wherever you're from, right? But black Americans that are descendants of slaves don't have that. So I think that black people, and I think black artists, and I think Kendrick specifically, I think if anybody deserves to reclaim that imagery and make it their own, it's Kendrick. And if there is anywhere to do that, it is the fucking Super Bowl stage. And the ad where he's talking like in front of the flag and he's putting the football in the launcher to, talking to whoever he's talking to, like somebody posted the scene of General George Patton from the movie Patton, addressing the Third Army from that film, and no joke, it's framed exactly the same, like lower middle, big ass American flag in the back, just monologuing. And like, to me, like as a, I'm a student of the game, like I do this, I really do this. So like fucking the shit,
just calmly drop that. It really does.
Yeah. But this shit from Kendrick, like if somebody like YN Michael Jackson was doing some shit like this, then I wouldn't think twice. Yeah. But like Liz was saying, this is Kendrick Lamar we're talking about. Like this man there's nothing he does that is not calculated.
Yeah.
And I think that the parallels between Patton and this and how he framed it and how he shot it and how he's monologuing, I think there are certain ties to the Drake beef and then American identity at large and how Drake treats American culture like a literal colonizer. This man collects trophies of American fucking, like American memorabilia. Like this dude is a pirate. I'm sorry, he's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
He's a Canadian pirate, dog.
He's like a nice. It's crazy because he's like a nice pirate.
Yeah,
like people just give him this. Like he got the camera, bro. Why would you? That's like me going in your class and be like, "Yo, son, yo, remember that?
Yo, remember that jacket you wore one time in 2004 for the MTV's for the Source Awards?
Yeah,
it's like, freaky ass boy. Why do you remember that?
Can I have that?
Yeah,
and he's just like he pulled it out of like a dusty ass box and was just like, like bed with moths came out and shit. He's just like, here, nigga, I don't know, whatever.
Speaking of freaky pirate Drake, hey, listen, if you're on Reddit, if you're a listener, if you're a watcher, and you do mods, you do video game mods, I'm tapping in with you right now. I need somebody to mod Drake into Uncharted. I need somebody to put Drake in Uncharted, bro, because that is what he does.
Nigga discovers Pusha T's microphone.
Whoa. Tupac's ring. Whoa.
Kanye West's bottle of Henny from the VMAs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or the microphone that he used when he said, "I'm a little macabre, I'm off that goose right now." Drake be collecting shit like that. He's a freaky pirate, bro. So I think the parallels are obvious there to me. Because it's like pirate. He's a freaky Canadian pirate. Because it speaks to like the broader issue here. Because it's about more than just Drake. And it's about like, yo, this is what it means to be black in America. This flag is ugly as shit, and what it represents is ugly as shit, but it's also beautiful. And like, this flag is responsible for these people. These people are responsible for the most consumed culture in the fucking world.
Talk that fucking talk,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So
absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm just look. I rock with Kendrick. But damn, man, I just wanted to be watching the Super Bowl and hear Lil Wayne like just like croak, like big ass chopper call that bitch Beyonce.
Yeah.
This is for my thugs locked down all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? I really hope that one day we do get that, bro. Because I would fucking love to see a Lil Wayne Super Bowl, bro. He come out with 3P.
Yeah.
He got to wear the red bandana, how he had on in the Ticket Studios.
Yeah. So
I hope we get a little truck fit Wayne as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Suck a
you see?
nigga dick for some truck fit. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
So another thing is like, what does this mean for Wayne? Because you said when you introduced the topic, you said the Super Bowl has booked Kendrick Lamar. Was it the Super Bowl? Or was it Jay-Z?
It was Hove.
Rock Nation, you will crumble.
Rock Nation, you will crumble.
Yeah.
Right after this break.
A victory light.
This summer, a lone gunman on a rooftop reminded us that American presidents have long been the targets of assassins. Nearly 50 years ago, President Gerald Ford faced 2 attempts on his life in less than 3 weeks.
A woman fired a shot at President Ford.
President Gerald R. Ford came stunningly close to being the victim.
A woman dressed in a long red skirt pointed a .45 caliber pistol at the president.
These are the only 2 times we know of that a woman has tried to assassinate a U.S. president. And the 2 assassins had never met. One was a protege of infamous cult leader Charles Manson.
She is 26-year-old Lynette Alice Fromm, nicknamed Squeaky.
I always felt like Lynette was kind of his right-hand woman.
The other, a middle-aged housewife working undercover for the FBI in the violent revolutionary underground.
Identified by police as Sarah Jean Moore.
Sarah Jane could enter into these areas that other people couldn't. A spy, basically.
The story of one strange and violent summer. This season on Rip Current.
Listen to Rip Current on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Hello, everyone. I am Lacey Lamar.
And I'm Amber Ruffin, a better Lacey Lamar. Boo. Okay, everybody, we have exciting news to share. We're back with season 2 of the Amber and Lacey and Amber show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network. You thought you had fun last season? Well, you were right. And you should tune in today for new fun segments like Sister Court and listening to Lacey's steamy DMs.
We've got new and exciting guests like Michael Beach, that's my husband, Daphne Springs, Daniel Thrasher, Peppermint, Morgan J, and more. You gotta watch us.
No, you mean you have to listen to us. I mean, you can still watch us, but you gotta listen. Like, if you're watching us, you have to tell us. Like, if you're out the window, you have to say, hey, I'm watching you outside of the window. Just you know what? Listen to the Amber and Lacey and Amber show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
MTV's official challenge podcast is back for another season.
That's right. The challenge is about to embark on its monumental 40th season, y'all, and we are coming along for the ride.
Woohoo! That would be me, Devin Simone.
And then there's me, Davon Rogers.
And we're here to take you behind the scenes of, drumroll please, the Challenge 40, Battle of the Eras.
Yes. Each week, cast members will be joining us to spill all of the tea on the relentless challenges, heartbreaking eliminations, and of course, all the juicy drama.
And let's not forget about the hookups. Anyway, regardless of what era you're rooting for at home, everyone is welcome here on MTV's official Challenge podcast.
So join us every week as we break down episodes of the Challenge 40 Battle of the Eras.
Listen to MTV's official Challenge podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fantasy football fans, the NFL season is here, and now is the time to get ready to dominate your leagues. The best way to crush your opponents this season is to listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. Come hang out with me, Marcus Grant, and my pal Michael F. Florio as we give you all the info you need to absolutely steamroll your fantasy league and bring home a championship.
You don't need to spend hours each day breaking down every stat and every stitch of game tape to set a winning lineup. That's our job. We'll provide all the insights you need to set the best lineups each week. All you need to do is listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast when it drops 5 times a week.
If you're looking for a smart, fun, and entertaining path to dominating your fantasy leagues, then look no further than the show straight from the source at NFL Media. Do it before it's too late. Subscribe now and listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren Lapkus, voice of Teresa and host of Haunting. In this series, we'll be bringing you different totally true ghost stories each week, straight from the person who experienced it firsthand. I'm excited to share that you can now get access to all new episodes of Haunting 100% ad-free and 1 week early with an iHeart True Crime Plus subscription, available exclusively on Apple Podcasts. So don't wait. Head to Apple Podcasts, search for iHeart True Crime Plus, and subscribe today.
A victory light.
That's right, you will crumble, Rock Nation, for daring to cross Tory Lanez's father.
Oh, okay, Rita. You sound like Rita from Power Rangers.
Yo, we spoke about this before. Liz Bell brought up a very salient point. The Wayans are highly, I was going to say black, it's not black, because Marlon said it himself in this interview. He said, do not call my accomplishments black accomplishments. Just call them fucking accomplishments, motherfucker. Don't put that little, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm the best comedian in the world, don't call me the best black comedian in the world. Nigga, I'm just the best comedian in the world. Nobody says LeBron James is the best black basketball player ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's take that little caveat out of there. But you mentioned last episode, or previous one, I don't remember because my brain is fried, but Vladislav Teleprogram, you know what I'm saying? The Russian asset, you know what I'm saying? Fed informant, rat, snitch, possum, fucking rodent, vermin, trash bag, fake hair, you look sick, you look like you was taking Ozempic before Ozempic was invented, approved by the FDA, you piece of shit, you look like you stink, you look like you got psoriasis on the back of your neck, you fucking... your mom smells, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're fucking...
Not mommy.
Man, fuck your babushka, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I push her in the fucking trains of Brighton Beach. Anyway...
I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's like that. I mean, allegedly. I'm not really going to do that. I'm not a violent individual. I don't have...
like, fuck you say fuck me for?
He's like, what you say fuck babushka for?
Oh, no.
What?
Yet. So... he went and tried to air out Marlon Wayans, who is actually an asset to society. You know what I'm saying? Great actor, great comedian, does it all. Member of royalty in the Wayans family. And Vlad TV had the audacity to be like, yo, This motherfucker asked me to pay him for an interview. How dare he? I am Vladislav.
Yeah, he went crazy on him.
I am emperor of the KGB Moscow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fuck out of here. And then Marlon Wayans proved him wrong by going on Club Shay Shay and getting 1 million views a fucking day. We on day 4. His shit is sitting at 4 million and climbing. You fucking bitch. You culture vulture ass bitch. Nigga, you and your fat friend, crackademics, sat together and had a hee ha ha about me, you know what I'm saying, and the former associate, you know what I'm saying? But guess what, bitch? You lose.
Yeah.
You lose because you're a fucking loser and nobody would touch your dick unless you paid for him to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, so fuck him. You know what I'm saying? First of all, for disrespecting Marlon Wayans and the Wayans family at large, because I looked up to them growing up and Living Color was my shit. They made me believe that I could do comedy as like a living. Like, yo, you can make money doing this. This could be your job.
Also, Sean and Marlon look Dominican.
That part.
I'm sorry.
That
They
part.
look Dominican
as fuck.
Especially
So
Marlon. Like,
what?
You know?
Bro, Marlon looks like hey, Marlon.
Bro, put an accent mark over the O. Boom.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, Marlon.
Marlon, ese Marlon Guayán.
Marlon Guayán, coño.
Tú no conoces el tigre, es un duro.
El tigre, ese tigre.
Nah, that whole debacle, they went back and forth for a little while.
Yeah.
So he ended up going on Club Shay Shay. Not only did it accumulate a lot of fucking views and still is, but it's a fucking insane, beautiful interview.
Yes.
Like, he really talks so much about his family, his upbringing. One story that stood out to me was that him and his family, they all knew that they were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They all knew that growing up. But it wasn't until Keenan, which is the oldest one, left to go like pursue comedy for real, and they saw him on TV, where that's when Marlon and the rest of the family was like, wait, we could actually do this shit for a living. Like, we could actually make it out of here, because they were living in the projects. They were born, raised in the projects. Another really nice story that stood out with me too, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this because y'all are men, was that he wanted to try out to get into one of those like performing arts schools. Look at you, got a smile on your face. He know he on some bullshit.
You said because y'all are men. Like, yo, that was a hard end. Y'all got dicks.
I mean, there's no proof of that. But he was telling the story of how he wanted to try out to get into this performing arts school, to get into like comedy and acting and all these things. And his dad didn't want him to go because his dad thought that he would eventually turn gay. Because it was, because he was
Jury's
like,
still out.
Oh my God.
He said you're gonna go to like one of these performing arts schools. You're gonna have to wear a skirt. Like, you're gonna have to be flamboyant. Super old school mentality.
Yeah.
And his older brother stepped in and was like, you're not gonna kill his dreams because you homophobic. Like, just because you think something is out of the ordinary doesn't mean you're gonna stop him from auditioning to going into that school.
Yeah.
He auditioned and he made it in, and he said that's what really showed him what he could do.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he made bangers like White Chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fire. You know what I'm saying? Called classics. But this was so goofy, bro. And like, I'm mad I'm saying this out loud. I DM Marlon, bro. And I was just like, yo, Doug, you were one of the first people that I interviewed ever in life. And I was just like, yo, like, this is crazy. I was like, this is Marlon Wayans. Like, for the first interview that I did with you, I didn't think like this was, I was so concerned with like the show that I wasn't in the moment being like, yo, you're my idol. You're one of my idols. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the Wayans Brothers show and the physical comedy that he did and the way he used his face, and then how he just switched gears and did Requiem for a Dream, which is a great drama, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bruh, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like you, dog. Get like... Oh, man.
I was waiting.
Oh, man. Yo, Marlon, come up here so all three of us can glaze you simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? By all three of us, I mean me, Rainey, Hassan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? Why you leaving me out?
I mean literal glaze.
Hey.
All fun, man.
She turned into Goofy. She said, what do you think? She said, "Gorsh, why'd you leave me out?"
I'd like to give some time.
I'd like to give some.
Oh my God, bro! That gives me a headache.
Turn the E40 like.
Yo. Oh my God. Yo, y'all are disgusting.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Every day we stray further from God's light.
Oh man.
Yo, but
you know who else is disgusting? Never mind. Go ahead. Keep it.
I was like, how do you know I just farted in my chair?
I thought it absorbed it.
I thought it fuck shit. These shits is from West Elm. Yeah. They're mad absorbent. Shout out to Victor for building the dollies.
It's a platform, not a dolly.
Hey, yo, he do be building shit from scratch. And every time I think about that, I think about that new Cardi B song where she says, I be sucking dick from scratch when it's soft, when it's gummy.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
Thank you for that association.
I just fuck man. That's the way my brain works, dog. I'm not thinking about you topping people off. That's crazy. I am thinking about you in here building.
Technically, you are thinking about me working wood.
Oh, that was good.
Just sweating and shit, no shirt on. That's what turns women on. Apparently, that turns women on.
Yeah, if you ask a woman like what turns her on, it's like really weird shit.
Bro, I changed.
Like seeing a man driving is like wow.
Like being 5'8". Is that cool?
Yeah.
Being 5'8". This guy knows what he's talking about, right? Yeah. This guy being 5'8" is where it's at.
Yeah.
But bro, Liz, you're right. I changed the range hood in my house. I got the most peculiar DMs I've ever gotten in my life.
Yo, building shit. If you ever want a thirst trap, do that.
Yeah.
Start building shit and post it.
I changed the fuse on an 05 Honda Accord, and I had to like jack it up. Well, actually, I didn't have to jack it up. I jacked it up just to make it look like I was doing more than I was doing.
I jack it up every day. You're not special.
Hey, jack it up. And yo, that shit is. I don't know if it's like biological. It's like, yo, this motherfucker could protect me. Like he could take care of
shit. From a 2005 Accord.
And the 2005
you know what it is? I think is that you're so fucking stupid that when they finally see you doing something, that's like. They probably can't understand because that's what I can't. All this shit, bro, I can't. It's like putting a baby in a strip club. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like I literally cannot build shit from nothing. But you see a man do it, and you're like, whoa, wow, what's that about? What's that about over there? What's the hammer? What you doing with the hammer, bro?
Yeah. What you doing with that hammer?
You see a man with a drill gun? Come on.
Liz hears a hammer. She goes, it's so loud. She gets shy and shit.
Damn, you backed into the parking spot?
Right. You see, it be little dumb shit like that, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, yo. I was going out with Shorty, and I had it was like one of my first cars, but I was like, I've been driving wild illegally for mad long, you know what I'm saying? So I knew how to park. Doug, I did the parallel park and just like wop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, I heard the pussy, bro.
You heard it.
That's just like.
Nah, you heard it. You heard it go.
Yeah. That's just it. He's sounding same.
Yeah.
But yo, you know what I'm saying? We got off Marlon for a second, but we back on Marlon. And Marlon and his
Marlon.
Shout out to Marlon, you know what I'm saying? That's an L for Vladislav teleprogramming and the Russian agent. And Mother Russia is also taking an L because Saranovsky, who looks like Mac tonight, who looks like the guy from Death Note, y'all get that reference because y'all are young and I am old. He's out here slinging dick in Russia, bro. He's knocking them down all crazy. The Russian dudes is getting mad because they're like, this Mexican is having sex with all our women. What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a take on this necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Do your thing. Like, if you out and about, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like reverse passport bro shit.
Yeah.
I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same thing.
Liz like, nah, nigga, it's the same.
It's literally the same thing.
He's a student out there, no?
He is, yes. He's a student out there, so it's different. He's not just going out there to get pussy.
Right. I do want to clarify that. There's a big difference between sex tourism and you being somewhere, meeting somebody, and you know,
and cracking,
saying, yo, this is cool. You know, there's a big difference. Some people, that's what a passport bro is. That's somebody who flies to a poor place and specifically targets sex workers there.
Yeah.
Or not even sex workers, people who are in financially tough positions,
Right.
you know, and they need a way out. So,
Right.
and they'll go and then they'll be on some like, yo, let's say you charge $50, I'll give you 20 because I know that you need the money anyway. So it's like some real exploitation bullshit.
It
but
is,
this
yo.
dude, it looks like he's just in Russia. I believe you guys said he was a student.
Yeah.
So he's just finding shorties and he's having a good time.
He's doing his thing.
All consenting adults, right?
Yeah. And
They just mad that
him.
they're white women.
Do you feel me?
That's what it really is.
By the way, anecdotal story. Shout out to my brother Nace. He's home. I don't gotta say free Nace no more because Nace is free. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we was in a part. Believe it or not, there's parts of the Bronx where there's a lot of white people, and we were in one of those parts, right? And I'm just like hanging out in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Surrounded by Yakubians, and it's me and Nace, and these dudes, these are like real white boys, like drinking Bud Ice. You know what I'm saying? Like just standing around,
drinking Keystone.
Yeah, just like
Keystone Light,
just
and
like
shit.
piss beer. You know,
Like
what
they
I mean?
weren't
Like,
even Italian or Albanian.
they were like Irish.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I call that section Irish Harlem. You know what I'm saying? These three, like 6 foot something, like Damson Idris looking motherfuckers pulled up in the E-Class Mercedes, right? They parked in the middle of the parking lot. They didn't say nothing. They didn't open the doors. They didn't honk the horn. They just rolled the window down. And as soon as they rolled the window down, like 10 white girls came out the woodwork, bro, and jumped in that car so fast. And I have never seen angry white men so angry. Like silently angry. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, they're taking our bitches. They're taking our bitches.
Yeah.
Margaret's getting in that car with that goddamn knick-knock.
Oh my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? And I'm just like, hey, I'm there like,
Yeah.
That's when I had to hit the sentence to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That was just an anecdotal story that means nothing, but it has to do with what we were talking about, which was what?
It was it was Brody. It was Brody on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a student out there in Russia. I think St. Petersburg. I feel like something like that. But yeah, he. I mean, this is all speculative because there's very little information. But it's just Russia's conservative man base is very upset that you know what it is. They just have scars. They have scars from the 80s and the 70s and the Cold War because Horacio is going over there. Horacio, because Horacio is in Russia right now, showing these bitches a real Cuban Missile Crisis. You dig?
He's like, yo, you want to see my warhead?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's like, yo, come here, Shreddy. I got a silo that I can show you. And you know what I'm saying? And Pivonka is more than happy, to play along. Because I just think anywhere that's like homogenous like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Russia's not really homogenous, but probably wherever he's at, the majority is probably white. Because
I'm not going to pronounce this right, so I'm just going to do it phonetically. Krasnodar.
That's where he's at.
That's where he is in Russia.
That's fake weed, nigga. That's the shit that they said. That's Delta 9.
Okay, so our boy Horacio is not in St. Petersburg. He's in Krasnodar. Yeah, he's in Krasnodar. And from what I am assuming, because I've never heard of that shit in my life, it's probably mostly white.
It gotta be. It sounds like a Star Wars planet.
Yeah. It sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like Kent, New York. You know what I mean? Like,
what's that?
Yeah, like just some fuck off town that no one lives in. So he's over there, and I just think people like things that they don't. I like people like things they're not used to, people they're not used to, and especially like women. They're like curious. You know what I'm saying? Like they're curious about because a lot of those girls, I'm thinking probably in their heads, like they're probably thinking like, oh, I'm probably never gonna see
Cantinflas in life.
I'm never gonna see. Like, I'm not like. When's the next time I'm gonna see? Not even just him, just any foreigner in Krasnodar, Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Plus,
So they
he
taking
was
an
hitting that
opportunity.
Spanish too.
Yeah.
You heard him speak Spanish. That's a handsome tone, bro. You just say one sentence, bro,
You can
to a
say
white
anything.
bitch.
Yeah.
They don't care because they don't know what you're saying.
You be like, mommy, tu voy a explotar ese todo coño.
And they'd be like, oh my God, it's so romantic.
See, but that's
You'd be
only.
like, whoa, what the fuck?
But that's only if you sound like that. I'm Dominican, bro, so I be in that bitch like, diablo, mami, pero qué maldito culazo que te tiene. Diablo, que chapa, tírame esa chapa para atrás. Coño, pero tíramelo encima.
Bro, you splack and you just hear man faintly in the background. Yo, listen. If you in Russia, have sex with a foreigner, y'all. This has been episode 72 of Victory Light. You know what I'm saying? We got the gang in the motherfucking building. Lisbeth Ortiz, the super bitch of New York. You know what I'm saying? She got superpowers. You know what I'm saying? And she'll knock Eric Adams Veneers right out his head with just a side eye. You know what I'm saying? We got Uncle Victor in the house. The afro is a little shorter, but it's very luxurious. You know what I'm saying? You can run your hands through it, but it'll cost you $50 cash. You know what I'm saying? We got Rainier Valle in the motherfucking building.
Wow, that was threatening.
Mrs. La Doña Ortiz está orando por él en este momento por su tatuaje satánico que tiene en su cabeza. We got Min, the forest nymph, you know what I'm saying? Carnegie Hall legend, you know what I'm saying? God damn it. And Arturo, el más duro. You know what I'm saying? Cara de culo. La Viagra humana, coño, porque el tigre siempre está parado. You know what I'm saying? Así mismo. We got, and of course, the one that makes it spin, baby. You know what I'm saying? The one that gets your girl wet when he does the blends is the one and only. Hassan Insane.
Yo, one of these days we just gotta go. Oh fuck, Hassan!
Oh fuck! Oh god! Oh god! Oh yes! Give me that blend! Oh god! Give me the vinyl! Yo, by the way, let's get a tight shot one time, a single on our queen, our goddess, our mother, Gaia of Victory Light, Lisbeth Ortiz. She has a special shirt on today.
The most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life.
I've ever seen in my fucking life. The BBC coalition.
That's incredible.
Yo,
why they made me so yellow, bro? What the fuck?
I just have about Coldplay starts playing in my head when I look at that shit. Goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
It's great.
Yo, this is a very beautiful portrait. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Step Brothers movie with Will Ferrell and
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Al. O'Reilly. It is that, but with our heads superimposed on it. We got sweater vests on. We got the class picture pose. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Penny flow. It is an amazing shirt.
I got this at a thrift store, bro. Like 7 years ago.
Nice. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until y'all said it. Like, oh shit, it does look like y'all.
It was Horacio. He time traveled. He time traveled back, dropped it off, and knew that we would talk about him today. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wasn't that part of the original pitch deck for Step Brothers?
I don't know. Min. You wrote it.
That's right. That's right. That's a fucking fact. Yeah. Yo, listen, if you're listening to this, you also should go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, because there is back episodes of the podcast that if you are listening to, let's say episode 59, and you were like, yo, why? I want to see how Lisbeth looks at these motherfuckers in disgust in 4K. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the videos are coming up, and they're coming up fast and furious like Vin Diesel on methamphetamines, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So go over there. It's YouTube / According to the Kid, and go lock in the Victory Light. Thumbs every fucking video up. Let's get every fucking video into 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So that we could be rich Dominicans.
That's right.
And then we can make a movie called Crazy Rich Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? And then we can. I don't know what we're gonna do after that. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to do something. We're going to do merchandise.
Just make sure that you click the bell icon for notifications for when we upload, all that good shit.
That's
you
right.
already know what to do.
Yeah, do all that. If you don't, you're going to get jumped. Literally, do it now, bro, or not look behind you. One of us going to be there, if not
She's
all
not
of
playing.
us.
Iris is on standby.
Yep. Que Dios te protege siempre.
Vaya
May
con
God
Dios.
bless you.
A victory light. A victory light.
In California, during the summer of 1975, within the span of 17 days and less than 90 miles, two women did something no other woman had done before: tried to assassinate the President of the United States. One was the protege of Charles Manson.
26-year-old Lynette Fromm, nicknamed Squeaky.
The other, a middle-aged housewife working undercover for the FBI.
Identified by police as Sarah Jean Moore, in her 40s.
The story of one strange and violent summer, this season on the new podcast, Rip Current.
Listen to Rip Current on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Kay hasn't heard from her sister in 7 years.
I have a proposal for you. Come up here and document my project. All you need to do is record everything like you always do.
What was that?
That was live audio of a woman's nightmare.
Can Kay trust her sister, or is history repeating itself?
There's nothing dangerous about what you're doing. They're just dreams.
Dream Sequence is a new horror thriller from Blumhouse Television, iHeartRadio, and Realm. Listen to Dream Sequence on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Michael Rappaport, and I have been professionally podcasting for 10 years. The podcast game has changed so much, and if you're looking for the most disruptive podcast in the world, then subscribe to the I Am Rappaport Stereo Podcast today. We're talking sports, politics, pop culture, entertainment, and anything that catches my attention. Listen to the I Am Rappaport Stereo Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What happens when a professional football player's career ends and the applause fades and the screaming fans move on?
I am going to share my journey of how I went from Christianity to now a Hebrew Israelite.
For some former NFL players, a new faith provides answers.
You mix homesteading with guns and church, voila, you got Straightway.
He tried to save everybody.
Listen to Spiraled on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I am Lacey Lamar. And I'm also Lacey Lamar. Just kidding, I'm Amber Ruffin. What? Okay, everybody, we have exciting news to share. We're back with season 2 of the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network. This season, we make new friends, deep dive into my steamy DMs, answer your listener questions, and more. The more is punch each other. Listen to the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen, okay? Or Lacey gets it. Do it.